that's another bad move, I think, by Christie. Hello everyone, and welcome to this video. It's my Big Brother review of the week of week 3. I'm sorry it's late. At the beginning of the week, Jack says that Grateful is gonna stay strong because Nick won HOH. A big part of this week is this one vote that Michie cast, and Nicole really thinks that this vote's gonna be pinned on her. Now, originally, Michie really wanted to pin the vote on Nick and Bella, basically turning the house against them. However, because Nick did win HOH, he kind of had to flip his strategy and change it to he was gonna blame Nicole for this vote, and it basically worked. So Bella is acting very confused why Kemi kind of threw her under the bus during Kemi's final plea speech, and it was basically like, oh, I friended you the entire week, and Kemi's like, girl, like, you basically are the one to blame for my eviction. Like, you told a bunch of lies and basically threw me under the bus, so why are you acting surprised that I threw you under the bus? And then Bella and her kind of going back and forth, they're kind of arguing. So Nick automatically suspects Michie of making the rogue vote, and he really doesn't think it's Nicole, and he goes to Nicole and tells her straight up, I will not put you up on the block this week. Now it's time for the activity comp of the week. It's the last activity comp, and this comp is basically they have to solve a rebus puzzle, and the winner of that was Christie. Christie won of a time of 7 minutes and 41 seconds, and she won the panic power. So this basically means that Christie has the ability to change the power veto from golden to diamond, and this can be used up to 4 weeks. I'm so happy because this power hasn't been in the game since season 12. So at this point, Kemi lets Nicole know that everyone knows about the Nicole, Ovi, and Cliff alliance, and then Nicole is like, uh-oh, and she goes to tell Cliff. So basically, Sam, Bella, and Nick basically realize that they're at the bottom of Grateful, and Nicole basically lets Nick know that 4 members of Grateful, which were Jack, Michie, Analyse, and Holly, were targeting Nick this week if he didn't win HOH. However, Nick decides to play it safe and he nominates Cliff and Jessica. So now it's time for the Power of Veto episode, and this episode is right away goes into damn drama. So what happens is Nick and Bella run upstairs to HOH room, and then they are followed behind Tommy and Christie, and they told Tommy and Christie that the other 4 are thinking about throwing Bella and him under the bus. And then the other 4 come into the room, and Nick and Bella tells them that Nicole threw them under the bus, and Analyse and Holly were like, oh heck no, that is not true at all. And they're basically lying, and let's say that they're pretty good liars because Nick believed them, and Nick turned his back on Nicole. And Nicole wanted to go in the room, but she was kicked out really bad. And then Ovi tried to go up to the room, trying to be like, what's going on in this room? And Ovi is basically being like bullied by the 9 of them, and it's very upsetting to watch. So the 9 in the room, they decided to call themselves Undeniable, okay? So after this meeting, Ovi kind of tries to talk to Jack, trying to see what's going on with the relationship. And then once again, Jack is kind of being kind of snarky and kind of like, well, I can't touch you. Come back, so you don't have to worry about anything. It's just very condescending tone, and it's really me, and it seems like a lot of people on Twitter the wrong way. So then it comes to Nicole and Bella, and they're talking through other differences, what basically means that Bella's just ranting at Nicole, and then when it's Nicole's turn to speak, Bella doesn't want to hear it, and she basically tries to talk over Nicole, and it makes Nicole very upset. So now it's time for the veto player pick. The players this week in veto are Michie, then Kat, Christie. So the power veto competition is basically Caitlyn from Baby 20 has come back, and they basically have to go find puzzle pieces throughout the backyard, and have to put together the Caitlyn puzzle from last year, except it's like a zombified version of the puzzle. The winner of that was surprisingly Kathryn. Kathryn won the veto. I was so shooketh that she won, but congratulations to you, girl. And then for some reason, Christie is freaking out that she thinks that she's gonna go up on the block for whatever reason, because Nick is talking about Brussels sprouts or something, and she basically says that that's a sign that she's gonna go up. And she's really debating on using her veto power to change it from golden to the diamond power veto. And so she goes to Kat and she's like, don't use the veto. I'm gonna be put up on the block, please. Kat uses the veto anyways. Kat uses the veto on Jessica. And Nick has to name a new replacement nominee. And the replacement nominee is Nicole. So Nick broke his promise to Nicole. Now it's time for the eviction episode. Now, in the very beginning, Nick is convinced that Nicole is gonna go home no matter what. They have the votes locked in with undeniable. So Christie is kind of embarrassed that she was really questioning Nick and Bella's loyalty to her because she thought she was gonna go up on the block. So she pulls Nick and Bella aside and tells her about her freaking power. Jesus Christ, woman. That's another bad move, I think, by Christie. And then there is a new alliance born this week, another one, and it's called the 6 Shooters. It's Holly, Tommy, Christie, Michie, Jack, and Analyse. I don't know why this season they're having a bunch of numbers in the name. I like, it was cool at first, but now it's kind of just getting annoying, to be honest. The 6 Shooters might want to send Cliff home because they think that they keep Nicole. Nicole is more likely to go after Nick and Bella. So it's time for the votes. All the people mentioned in the 6 Shooters voted to evict Cliff, while the rest of the house voted to evict Nicole. One thing I do want to note though is that when Kat was voting to evict, she says that I vote to evict Nicole, but I do know what's going on. So, you know, I think that we should give her more credit than what she's been getting so far. We kind of thought that she was like this ditzy, bubbly, kind of like dumb blonde in this house, but I do think that she actually maybe has a chance to go further than we think. Yes?
I want to add that I feel like she has a good social game because you see her talk, you see her like hang out with everybody, like in the dishes with people, cooking with people, you know what I mean? Like,
So the people in officially can't come back are David, Ovi, Kemi, and now Cliff. The competition is that they have to basically roll a ball on this lane that's curvy and they have to make 6 balls in the hole. And to be honest, surprisingly, the winner of that was Cliff, which I know I should be more grateful because he's my player, but he was like the last person I wanted to come back in the game. Frankly, because I think that David knew everything that was going on in that game, and I think that he was strong enough to overthrow Grateful. I really liked Ovi. I think he really deserved better. He was the second person I would want to come in the game. I like Kemi simply because of her diary room. I think she was comedy, and honestly, like, she reminds me of Brittany, and I think that if I ever get a chance to play this game, I'm gonna be like that sassy character in the diary room. And then I just think that Cliff was just like meh. Like, I think like he'll probably like go within the next few weeks anyways. But Cliff did win his way back into the house, so he 100% deserves it. So now it's time for my predictions of next week. So we don't know who won HOH, but I honestly think that Grateful is destroyed at this point. 6 Shooters win HOH. They're gonna put up Nick and Bella. I think that if Bella wins, I think Jack and Michie are gonna be put up on the block. As far as the other people in the house, I don't really see any of them like Nicole or Jessica winning. However, if someone like Kat wins, I do think that the non-Grateful people are also gonna put up Jack and Michie. And I do think that one of them will go home this week. Unless their side wins the HOH, then I think it's gonna be Nick or Bella. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully my next video won't be as late. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to leave a like. And I'll talk to you guys all again next time. Love you. Oh my god, look at this.